Hey everybody, Don Pryor here with Todd Jeffries over here from the Todd Don Show. We're here to talk about tech news and, of course, brought to you by Texas Mutual Insurance. Todd, you can tell them a little bit about that.
Texas Mutual Insurance. They're just a great company. If you're a small business, a medium-sized business, you need a relationship with Texas Mutual Insurance.
You do.
Did you hear about this story? An astronaut may have committed the first space crime while aboard the International Space Station. It's just a good story. It involves some technology. This is pretty interesting. NASA is probing the case of an astronaut who's accused of accessing her estranged wife's bank account while on the 6-month mission aboard the International Space Station. Crime is happening in space, folks.
It is.
This is not good. Summer Warden. She noticed her account had been accessed by a computer registered with NASA. And before she concluded that, Ann McLean was spying on her account from space. Now, she says that she was checking out the finances. They have a son together, and she wanted to make sure they had enough money, while she was away.
Right.
But why would you hack your estranged wife's account?
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, through a complaint, says McLean accessed the bank account as part of a highly calculated, manipulated campaign. The decorated astronaut has maintained that she had the right to monitor the spending of the couple, still entangled in finances.
Can't do that. You can't do
Not
that.
a good idea to do it on the job.
Do you have some ex-girlfriends that you check their bank accounts?
No.
I mean, you can't do that,
No.
obviously. But another thing this points out is not only the tech aspect of it, that this is possible from space, but just how routine space travel is becoming as far as, we have a constant presence in space now. Someone is always living on the space station.
Yeah.
And they're up there for weeks, months at a time, as long as a year at a time.
What are you getting at?
It's just become so routine. Life has to go on, doesn't it?
Crime's got to be committed.
Crime has to be committed. Crime does not stop because of spaceflight.
I think it says something. We had that astronaut. She put on a diaper and chased a lover across the country. I think from Texas to Florida at one time.
I think what
10
we
years
have
ago?
here is a female astronaut problem. We have female astronauts who are losing their ever-loving minds, but wearing diapers and committing crimes against their former lovers.
You act like you've never wore a diaper.
Well, the day is young. But the fact that, they're checking bank accounts now from space, and I'm sure you can obviously pay your bills from space now. So
Does Amazon deliver?
soon, Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin.
I bet he would be the first to deliver.
Well,
if anything is being delivered, Amazon is going to do it.
Well, SpaceX is taking stuff up there, obviously, to replenish the space station.
But a little bit of a bruise and a black eye for the NASA world.
Yeah. Now, I have to say that back in 1971, I believe, or it might have been 72, Apollo 14,
Did you have a senior moment there?
senior moment.
It was so long ago, you can't even remember the story.
Alan Shepard. Well, I was only 11.
Oh.
He hit a golf ball on the moon.
Oh, you're going back on the Wayback Machine. You're telling the old story.
Alan Shepard hit a golf ball on the moon. I think that was illegal. I don't think he had permission to do that.
What do you mean illegal?
Well, you don't know the golf rules on the moon, do you?
Illegal like a crime?
I think at the time it was. Just
Okay.
saying.
Is that golf ball still there?
Point is, maybe not the first crime.
Maybe not. You're right. Check this out. Apple and Samsung are being sued over a cancer risk. It's a class action lawsuit dropped on Apple and Samsung over claims that their devices expose users to radio frequency emissions up to 500% over the federal limits. This thing right here, put it in your shirt pocket. Apparently there's a concern that it may give you cancer. Or hold it up here, it may give you cancer. Well, the lawsuit specifically alleges the RF emissions far exceed federal guidelines and increase the risk of cancer, as well as learning and memory deficits and neurological disorders. That means brain issues now.
What?
Yeah. And so there you go. It's a big class action lawsuit filed against both of those companies.
Well, I mean, one of the reasons I'm so glad I have Bluetooth in my car is because I won't get hand cancer from holding my phone. So that's quite a relief there.
I thought that was why your hands were so small.
Well, that's another story altogether. But this, of course, is going to happen. People are fearful of what they don't know. You can't see 5G. We can see the towers, and we know what it accomplishes is the end result here and the benefits. but it's something we can't see, and we don't know what's going to happen yet. So I have a feeling that we're probably all going to be okay.
I think you got ahead of me there. This 5G story is not related to the lawsuit, but the 5G.
Did I get ahead of you?
You did.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking about Apple and Samsung getting sued because cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that have to do with 5G?
Well, people are afraid that might give you cancer too.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. That is also.
I beg your pardon. Should we start over?
Don't be begging. Start
we
over
start
for what?
over?
Why?
I don't know.
No, go. You had a rant there. You're concerned
Well,
about
people
cancer.
are. I'm not concerned. I am concerned. Who's not concerned
I'm
about
not
cancer?
Okay.
I'm not a fan. But we have 5G coming to Austin. They've been very slow at getting this going in Austin. We see the towers going up everywhere. It's going to happen. We have to have it. But people are afraid what it might do, right?
Yeah, 5G is often considered the future of telecommunications. The chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, even noting, it's an important part of winning this digital race with China. They've got it, which means, they're going to be ahead of us when it comes to autonomous vehicles and things like that, the Internet of Everything. But despite the FCC setting rules for its rollout, 5G has become a hot button issue across America because city leaders don't like being told by the federal government when to install 5G.
Oh, no.
Should already be here for the city of Austin. I mean, we're on the
strange.
cutting edge of this.
It is strange.
We should be on the cutting edge, but apparently we're not.
You would think.
But there are growing concerns. Health is a big concern as well, even though the World Health Organization equated the potential harm from 5G's radio frequency emissions as a possible carcinogenic. There you go.
And I already said my joke about the hand cancer, so it
was
probably won't work now. But I got
Right.
a little
Well, it been obviously deformed a little bit.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
For sure.
Here's the main thing that we should be concerned about right now, folks,
Oh
and it's
my
this.
goodness.
Of course, we all are big fans of sex robots. And here is a new concern about sex robots.
Oh, dear.
And I know you've been waiting out there for the sex robot update. Well, here it is.
my
Here's the new
goodness.
concern. Sex robots plagued with coding errors could be prone to violent behaviors, including strangling, an expert has warned. Doll collector, okay, his name is Brick Dollbanger.
Of course.
I guess that's his assumed name.
Screen name?
Screen name, Brick Dollbanger. He fears violent repercussions if robotics are not regulated properly. He believes a simple coding error.
I think you were flustered by all the sex talk.
Maybe that. See?
Sounds like you've already been choked by a robot.
Here's the reality. I've never sat in front of a camera and talked about sex robots in my life.
You usually do that in your privacy of your own home.
Usually there are closed doors. He believes a simple coding error could turn AI girlfriends against their owners if they are equipped with free will. Is free will an option?
It's an upgrade. You have to.
It's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade.
Brick has close ties with
Brick who? What's his name?
His name is Brick Dollbanger.
Yes.
Brick has close ties. He's closed ties with manufacturers Realbotics and Abyss. It scares me to death, he says. It's a machine, and it's always going to be a machine. So, folks.
So the fear is, if you buy a sex robot, and we don't recommend it, that it may turn on you and choke you out.
That might be exactly why you're buying the sex robot. I don't know, but if you're not,
it's none of our business.
It is none of our business. So beware. Talk to your salesperson. Call customer service and just ask if there could be some kind of a coding error with your current sex robot. I think you might be fine right now, but in the future, just be aware.
You may get choked out.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name again?
That's Brick Dollbanger.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought this story to us because it's a big deal.
It's a tech story.
It is a tech story. It is.
Yeah.
Technically, it is.
It's got it all. It's got drama. It's got coding. It's got violence.
Well, I'm hoping the good folks at Texas Mutual Insurance enjoy this one.
Might be the last one we ever do. Sorry.
Listen, you can always find us in the world of social media at Todd Jeffries, at Don Pryor. We'll get you up to date on all of these stories about the astronauts committing crimes in space. Dollbanger choking you out. And what else? And what else? Your cell phone giving you cancer.
Yeah.
Boy,
Other than that,
that's an uplifting segment there, isn't it? Wow.
go take on the day.
You can find us weekdays, the Todd Don Show from 5 to 10, AM 590, 99.7 FM, everywhere in the world of social media, the podcast. We'll put all the information on the screen so that you can find Texas Mutual Insurance. Special thanks to those folks. And anything else you want to tell folks about anything?
No, I'm so preoccupied with what might be going on with my sex doll. I can't even think right now. A little worried.
Y'all have a great day.
A little worried.